Here, back at the Fantasy Bar, talking some baseball. 6 of my favorite plays for you on this Monday night slate, including not one, but 2 of my favorite stacks. We'll get started for you. Going to give you my favorite value play priced at minimum price on both sites. A starting pitcher with a huge price discrepancy, but some big-time strikeout upside. And, of course, my favorite play on the entire slate. Who we talking about? Only one way to find out. Time to belly up to the Fantasy Bar. Welcome in, guys. Monday edition Beers Daily Fantasy Six-Pack. Hope everybody had a great weekend. We are back. 6 of my favorite plays for you on FanDuel and DraftKings. Thank you, as always, for stopping by the Fantasy Bar and checking out today's video. Before we get to today's plays, do me a favor. Take a second. Click that thumbs up button. Greatly appreciate that. Also, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the content this week. Monday, Tuesday, and Friday for the MLB Six-Pack videos. All right, let's jump in. Let's get started with our first play in the outfield with Marcell Ozuna of Atlanta. The red-hot start here for Marcell Ozuna, and over the last 11 really has been dialed in. 5 multi-hit games over that span. 3 home runs for him as well. Was very good against right-handed pitching last season. WOBA led the team at 400. ISO also led the team at 265, and off to a similar start here this season. So clearly hits righties very, very well. Now let's take it a little bit deeper here. Eric Fetty, 2 main pitches to righties, sinker and cutter. Ozuna hit both of those pitches extremely well in 2024 from right-handed pitching. WOBAs of 373 and 491 against those 2 pitches. So you add it all up, great pitch matchup. Guy that hits righties well, Eric Fetty. Run-of-the-mill righty, in my opinion. I think Marcell Ozuna in for a big night against Eric Fetty. All right, let's get you a little Atlanta stack going. Let's add some value in the outfield with Alex Verdugo. So Verdugo shows up and slots right into that leadoff spot as they wait for the return of Ronald Acuna Jr. In my opinion, this is too good of an offense to get the leadoff hitter at these prices. Look, 3,300 on DraftKings, just 2,400 over on FanDuel, and has already shown us a big-time upside. Had a 4-hit game, only has played 3 games, so limited sample here, but great start against righties with a WOBA way up at 480. We talked about Fetty against righties, against lefties, just not many strikeouts, just a 9.4% strikeout rate here to start the season, and the surface numbers look okay against lefties. Looking at batting average on balls in play at just 125, so been a little bit lucky. That number starts to go up a little bit. I think the production for these bats starts to go up as well. Alex Verdugo just too cheap in this matchup in Atlanta. One of my favorite stacks here for Monday night. All right, let's get you my favorite starting pitcher with Max Meyer of Miami. But look at the pricing discrepancy here. 7,600 on DraftKings, above 10,000 on FanDuel. So there's ways to use him on both sites. DraftKings just simply underpriced. Great cash game option, even in tournaments. I don't expect him to be in that 30% owned range, so you're going to get a discount there. FanDuel at that price should be pretty low owned. So multiple ways to deploy him here on both sides. Strikeouts have certainly been there for Max Meyer. 4 starts this season, at least 7 strikeouts in 3 of those starts here. Now the Reds, not a huge strikeout team. They are middle of the pack though, and you look at the projected starting lineup, 6 projected starters above 20% strikeout rate this season against right-handed pitching. So not the best matchup in the world, but that may scare some ownership away, and I don't see a clear-cut SP1 on this slate. I think Max Meyer, enough upside to be the highest scoring pitcher on this Monday night slate. All right, let's get you back to the bats with some more salary savings at second base and shortstop with Durbin of Milwaukee. So absolute bargain basement minimum price here on both sites for Caleb Durbin. I get it. It's a guy hitting at the bottom of the order. Generally not something that we are seeking out, but it's going to save you money to allow you to spend up, get your favorite stacks, get your favorite bats, spend up on a pitcher, whatever it may be. And I don't see a ton of ownership here on a guy hitting at the bottom of the order. We can utilize that salary savings as a one-off play to save some money, or even in a wraparound Milwaukee stack where you start with the bottom of the lineup and then wrap it around to some of those top bats in the 1, 2, 3, 4 positions here. And Durbin is a guy that can score fantasy points in a lot of different ways, has some power in that bat. Also, a guy that can wreak havoc on the bases. We know Milwaukee, very aggressive, one of the top stolen base teams in all of baseball. So a lot of paths here to success for Caleb Durbin, but mainly that price at $2K on both sides. Great value here for Monday night. All right, let's spend some of those savings in the outfield with Juan Soto of the Mets. So Soto, slow start to the season, had a nice weekend series here. 5 hits, 5 RBI for him over the last 3 games. Even the start against righties has been slow. We know this guy, one of the best in baseball against right-handed pitching. Look at the numbers from last season, 430. The WOBA and the ISO pushing 300 for him against righties. Aaron Nola simply not the guy that he was years ago. I think people still see him as an elite ace. The numbers just don't back that up for Aaron Nola. Look at the numbers against lefties this season, giving up a WOBA over 400, and ISO pushing 240, and a hard contact rate at over 54% here. So a great spot here for Juan Soto against the, in my opinion, overrated Aaron Nola. All right, it's time. Take a look at my favorite play for Monday night. Before we do that, let's continue our Beast of the Night contest. Easy to play. All you got to do, click that thumbs up button. You head to the comment section and you guess fantasy points on DraftKings for my highest scoring hitter. We're going to give you 5 bats today. You don't even have to guess who it is. It doesn't even have to be the Beast of the Night. Any of the bats, all you got to do, guess a number. If your number is the closest to their output on DraftKings, you're going to win yourself a free week of RotoGrinders Premium just for hanging out today in the fantasy bar. All right, let's wrap it up with my favorite play for Monday night. You know, Matt's Beast of the Night. All right, Beast time. We promised you 2 stacks. We started with Atlanta. We will bookend here with the New York Mets and add first baseman Pete Alonso, tonight's Beast of the Night. Now, you talk about red hot to start the season. Pete Alonso absolutely on fire. 10 multi-hit games for him already. Plenty of power as well. 24 RBI, and we are still in April here. So Alonso been getting it done in a big way, especially against right-handed pitching. 71 at-bats so far this season against righties. We're talking a WOBA at 495 and an ISO up near 400 here. We also, for the BVP people, pretty big sample here. 52 career at-bats for Pete Alonso against Aaron Nola, hitting 327 over that sample. 6 home runs, and we talked about Aaron Nola just not being the same guy that we've seen in years past. Some may disagree with that. I think this is a great spot for the New York Mets and for the big man, Pete Alonso. Easily my favorite play on the board and tonight's Beast of the Night. All right, guys, that'll do it for our Monday 6-pack. If you have any comments, questions, or feedback, hit me up either in that comment section right below the video, or feel free to reach out on Twitter at Beermakersfan. Get your guess in. My highest scoring hitter, all you have to do is throw a number in there. Don't even have to name who it's going to be for a shot to win a free week of RotoGrinders Premium. Along with that number, who's your Beast of the Night? You agree with me on Pete Alonso? You got somebody else you are eyeing tonight? Who is your Beast of the Night here for Monday night? Sound off in that YouTube comment section. For RotoGrinders.com, I am Beer saying salut, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Best of luck on tonight's slate, and we'll see you right back here in the Fantasy Bar tomorrow. Good night, everybody.
Thanks for checking out our videos. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more DraftKings, FanDuel, and other DFS content. And you can check out our daily live show schedule on RotoGrinders.com/videos.